We begin in Marcus's place of refuge, a place where he feels at home, where he has been planted since his time back from the Dominican Republic. This past Thursday night was a special experience for me, just because each time for me to be able to share at my home church, it's an honor for me. It's something that I really enjoy doing, and it's something that each time I get the privilege to do, I try and do it with more and more excellence. Throughout this past year and a half, I've gone through many different processes and things that in my life brought me to grow as a person, both mentally, spiritually, and just everything else. And I got to see the difference in myself. It was almost like I was outside of my body in a sense, and just really seeing God move through me. And I attribute that to many women of God in my life, leaders who has brought me through this way and helped guide me, lead me, and instruct me. Life for Marcus has transitioned since the pandemic. He has gotten a regular job working 40 hours a week. Marcus's dreams really seem just to be a dream, but God always has a final say. When it was all finished, where all doors seem to be closed, God shows Marcus there's some unfinished business. Literally out of nowhere, to my surprise, I get a message to my social media, and usually when you don't follow a person and they try to send you a message, they don't go through right away, so you have to accept it. And so I looked and I saw, and it was a coach or a scout from this league, and he was telling me that he saw a video of mine, an old video too, and he liked what he saw, so I was in shock. I was like, no way, get out of here. And I felt peace when I saw the message, and I continued to write with him, and I continued to get more information, and as I continued to meditate and pray over it, I saw that God wanted me, was leading me out here into North Carolina. So with God opening up all these doors, this is where our story begins. Marcus left his job January 30th of this year and began training in preparation for the tryout. The tryout is for the Southern Shores Baseball League, an independent baseball association.
I'm Chaz Sywin. I pitch at UConn Avery Point, now pitching at Post University, and here to work with Marcus, give him a few reps, get my work in too. Out here, just wanting to compete, give Marcus a good competition out here, prepare for summer, having him prepare for Pro Bowl, and here we go.
This is Marcus's first time batting live since his time in the Dominican Republic. That was March 2020. Chaz's fastball sits between 88 to 92 miles an hour. It's safe to say that Marcus didn't miss a beat. The level of competition was high, and it brought the best out of both of them. Chaz pitched 3 innings against Marcus. Each at-bat was more intense than the last, featuring a slider, changeup, and curve. Chaz picked on Marcus's weaknesses, and Marcus has picked up on Chaz's habits. All in all, it was a great day of competition.
Good pitch.
What surprises me is that I'm seeing the ball so well.
Yeah.
It's been such a long time. The only thing that I'm lacking right now is just my timing, catching the barrel. I'm at a different place than I thought I would be.
Yeah.
So that's definitely good. It's definitely good.
Now we head down south to the Tar Heel State, Greensboro, North Carolina. And this is where we meet the gang. At the first day of practice, the crew was formed. We have the twins, Marcus and AJ. AJ is a 25-year-old from the Lower East Side of Manhattan. AJ hasn't played organized baseball since he was a teenager. It's an uphill battle for him because he does not have much experience, but his work ethic is what allows him to compete at this level.
Alright, so the last time I played organized baseball, I was 14 going to 15. That's the last time I played. I had 8 years without playing until I went to DR and I started actually playing a little bit of competitive, seeing live pitching. I heard the coach said, if you don't use, you'll lose it. And there, for some reason, baseball just came up in my head. I was like, damn, I was good in baseball, but I stopped using it, so I lost it. So I had a talent, so I was like, you know what, let me go give it another shot because I thought that was what I was good at.
We bonded with AJ because 1, we are from the same area, but 2, Marcus fell in love with his drive to get better. And that is the type of people you want to have around. They both have the same goals, they both hold each other accountable, and through this bond, a great friendship was formed for a lifetime.
I mean, Marcus has been a blessing because the whole time I've been here, I've been asking myself, man, hopefully I could find somebody that I could work with and actually push me to the next level where I want to be at. And Marcus has been tremendous for me because honestly, it's been a blessing because he works on things and he sees the things I need to improve, and I'm all ears, you know, so that's why I'm grateful and I'm thankful I got to meet him, and you know, I know I'm gonna be better with him.
Every day, AJ's getting better, and every day he's getting closer to his goal of signing with a professional team. The boys from Curaçao are a bit different from AJ. They have all the experience, and they've been chasing their dreams since they were kids. When they were 16 years old, they tried out in the Dominican Republic for a couple of scouts. Here's their story.
He blew it.
17 honrón afuera, MVP, y él dio como 5.
The twins came here on a mission. They came to make a name for themselves and solidify a spot on the roster.
Cuando fuimos a la casa, la primera cosa que nos dijo los cubanos que seguro que ustedes van a un contrato. Nos llaman. El dirigente, la primera cosa que nos dijo es van a firmar los muchachos. Yo recuerdo que yo le dije a él que ahí pasó una jipeta bonita. ¿So? Yo le dije, yo tengo dinero para comprar esa jipeta. Y ya, ahí los abogados se sentaron a hablar en la mesa y no sé qué estaban hablando. El dirigente de nosotros a subir el por ciento, porque era de 40% para él y 60% para nosotros. Y fui a subirlo 50-50, porque yo pienso que era sin dinero.
The twins did not take the money. They thought because they were on the island for 3 days that more offers would present themselves. But they didn't receive any more offers, so they returned home to Curaçao.
Llegamos ahí y subimos de AA de una vez. O sea, la liga más alta que hay en Curazao. De una vez subimos.
Subimos emisora. Con 17 años ya subimos AA.
The twins' talent and potential just goes to show you how hard it is to make it in baseball. The twins, AJ and Marcus, bond over the same experiences within the sport. All 4 of them have unfinished business. We pick back up with Marcus and the guys at their first team practice. Marcus's defense has improved tremendously. He accredits his growth to his time spent in the Dominican Republic. His hands have always been soft, but what I've seen improve the most is his footwork. The way he attacks the ball his timing, his positioning is at an elite level. My biggest concern for Marcus was his hitting. I threw countless hours of batting practice with him, front toss, soft toss. I worked with him, but nothing can simulate a live game. I asked Marcus how does he feel about his hitting off camera. He says he's ready. His faith is unmoved and he understands and believes that God brought him out there for a reason. Whether it's on the field or off the field, Marcus knows that he could be at peace at all times because he understands that God is with him. All I can do is literally just express gratitude and thankfulness unto God, because through everything that I've been through that time until now, I noticed a change in me. I noticed a great growth in me, thank God. And if I probably would have taken an opportunity or would have gotten selected to play professional ball, maybe I wouldn't have had this maturation, this growth. I believe Marcus looks good. There's certain things you just don't forget, like riding a bike. But I don't believe he has reached his peak level of performance. It's the first weekend of games and today is game day, a baptism by fire per se. And Marcus has to prove to himself and to the scouts that he belongs. This moment right here, Marcus has been preparing for since the beginning of the pandemic. Hours of working in the cage, thousands of swings off the tee, has all led to this very moment. Marcus's first plate appearance, his timing was too early on a junk ball pitcher. Frustrated, but he needs to make an adjustment, an in-game adjustment. What he learned in his first at-bat was that the pitcher stayed away the whole time. With men on first and second with 2 outs, Marcus approaches the plate, looking to do damage. The first 2 pitches of this at-bat are the same approach. Away, away, away. Marcus makes the adjustment. Marcus is able to get the job done. In his third at-bat, Marcus works a walk. All in all, it was a solid first game for Marcus. It's the next day, and we're off on a road trip, 3 hours away, the countryside of North Carolina. This game, the Twins were traded to the other team so they can fulfill some missing spots. Marcus, in his first plate appearance, he's looking to drive in the man on second with 2 outs. Today, he decides to be a little bit more aggressive in his approach.
Tag, baby. Tag, baby. Yes.
It's a broken bat single, but he does drive in the run. Now it's AJ's turn to keep the rally going. AJ works the pitcher to a 3-2 count, but goes down swinging on a good changeup. Marcus falls behind a quick 0-2 count. And grounds out to Alex playing shortstop. AJ, like Marcus, falls behind a quick 0-2 count as well, but works the pitcher to have a quality at bat and work a walk. Alex grounds into an inning-ending double play to Marcus at shortstop, and Marcus makes a good play up the middle to end the game. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark.
Hell yeah, baby. Good play, Marcus.
With each passing game, Marcus is getting closer and closer to reaching peak performance. With the first weekend of games done with, the guys head into the training facility to make the adjustments needed going forward.
I don't. I like I got so many Met gear.
Marcus has taken note on the things that he needs to improve on, but he's also willing to help others in areas of their game.
We don't run after the ball like this.
Yeah.
We run after the ball with our ass up, this bent over, and we run. Right, left, or we're right here. And then from here, boom, boom, boom. It's easy to go down, you know? Tú le vas a dar una galleta. Tú te vas aquí y en vez de tú hacer así, tú haces así. Este es lo que está ahí. 95 or die.
Yes, sir. Ah, boy. Good swing.
I was also a helping hand, coaching and running practices for the guys. We were all bought in and did whatever we can to get each other better. This time in the cage is used as a time of reflection. You reflect on the bad habits, but you also strengthen the good ones. Here you grow in confidence because you know that the work that you put in is not in vain. With the adjustments made in the batting cages, Marcus and the guys are looking to have a big weekend at the plate. Coming into today's game, Marcus is looking to drive the ball. But working the pitcher to a 3-2 count, he goes the other way for a single. Marcus's impact this game wasn't with the bat, but this time with his glove. But now, the moment we all been waiting for has arrived.
No matter what it is, no matter if it's bad or good, just gotta find the good of it. Where I see, even if what I've been news of hearing yesterday, just blessed to be here. I mean, I'm with people I never met, and we all play baseball. We all want to get to the next level. It was the reason that we got together, probably just to improve ourselves, push ourselves to the next level. It doesn't matter. I just find another way. You know, there's always gonna be more ways. Just stay positive, have faith, and that things will always be right. Because if you keep the mentality of things are gonna be wrong, it's no point to put that energy out there.
Sí, yo quiero aconsejarle a los muchachos que están viendo esto que si encuentran un contrato, no le importa el dinero, solo ve lo que te den y juega tu pelota. Si tú juegas bien, te van a subir de liga, no importa el dinero como hicieron con nosotros, solo tú tienes que jugar tu pelota y tú llegas donde tú quieras.
Quisiera devolver el tiempo atrás para conseguir como $1 mío para meterme, para mostrar al mundo que quién soy yo en la pelota, porque sé que puedo. Sigue para adelante, no hay que bajar la cabeza. Hay que seguir como quiera, profesional o no, jugar lo que me gusta. Sí.
And to me, as I'm here right now speaking to you guys, I'm 100% sure that I'm supposed to be here, and I've only been here probably about 72 hours, but it has been a great 3 days so far, and I can just tell that God is going to do everything that He set me out here for. Marcus is not just a baseball player. He's a Christian who happens to play baseball. He doesn't separate the two. So wherever he is, he's going to glorify God and be courageous no matter the circumstance. Marcus knows he has unfinished business within the sport, but what is most important to him now is that he's about his Father's business, to be light in the midst of darkness, bring hope to the hopeless, and reconcile lives back to Jesus Christ. Here ends the story of these 4 young men, who all had an unforgettable experience together.